The Indianapolis Colts have gotten off to an unbelievable start, starting 3-0 for the first time since 2009. And a big part of it is the resurgence of Daniel Jones, a quarterback who was written off after the end of his tenure in New York. And all of a sudden, he's become a top quarterback in the NFL through 3 weeks. But is that all to this team? And can they keep it going for the remainder of this season? That's what I'm going to discuss in this video. Before we get into it, I have a new schedule. I am locking in with the uploads. Expect 2 to 3 uploads a week, power rankings and game predictions, and videos just like these. So let's get into it. Of course, Daniel Jones is back. His stats through 3 weeks are amazing and rank among those of Josh Allen and Justin Herbert, who have been considered the top two quarterbacks this season. Daniel Jones has put up 816 passing yards in 3 games, putting up 3 passing touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and leads the league in QBR with an 85.7. He is 3-0 as the Colts starter, and the biggest headline that we saw all week after week 2 was the Colts had still not punted yet. It took them till the second quarter of their week 3 game to punt. That breaks an NFL record for longest time without having to punt in NFL history to start a season. And Daniel Jones, he enters the Shane Steichen system that seems to fit him perfectly. Brian Daboll's system in New York was good for him in 2022, but in 2023 and 2024, he looked like a shell of himself. He gets released, goes and learns under Kevin O'Connell for the end of the 2024 season, comes to Indianapolis, and looks like a completely different quarterback. And Daniel Jones should continue to play this way. He has no signs of stopping. What a run from him so far. But it's not just him on that offense. A big part of it is Jonathan Taylor, who is the RB1 in fantasy through 3 weeks. He's putting up insane numbers. In week 2, he had over 200 yards. This week, he had 3 touchdowns. Uh, and he has 60 carries for 338 yards, both first in the NFL, showing how he has been the most prolific running back in football. We've seen it. He was the consensus #1 overall fantasy pick a few years ago for good reason. He is a very talented football player and really complements this pass game that has been established with Daniel Jones. Is it all the offense, though? Nope. Their defense has just been as good. They're allowing only 18.6 points per game in their first year under defensive coordinator Lou Anarumo, who comes over from the Bengals. And a defense that did not do so good for the Bengals last year, he comes to the Colts and he dials up the defense he had in that Bengals Super Bowl run a few years ago. They've been playing really well. They're getting to the quarterback, averaging over 2 sacks per game with 7. They have 4 interceptions in 3 games, 2 by safety Cam Bynum, who is known for those celebrations. He's had 2 of those so far, and he's just been a very good safety, not just in his time in Indianapolis, but before in his time in Minnesota. And this defense has looked really, really good in the first 3 weeks of the season. Can it continue, though? This Colts team plays in a very weak AFC South with 2 0-3 teams in the Titans and Texans, and the Jaguars are 2-1. But their upcoming schedule, they have a big test with the LA Rams next week, who are at 2-1 and probably should have been 3-0. Then they have the Raiders, the Cardinals, 2 teams that I'm not very high on. But I believe that week 7 against the Chargers will be the biggest test. I have the Chargers as a top 3 team in football right now, and I'm prepared to see the Colts face that test in week 7 because I believe they will keep it going, and I believe that this team is for real. And that's going to do it for a very quick video here, just discussing the 3-0 Indianapolis Colts. And the question is, do I think that they're contenders? I think they are. They've shown all the signs of being a great football team. And that will do it for this video. I will see you in the next one.